Hey Travis kiddos! I want to go over a little bit of the reading work for today and go back over some math from yesterday as well as today's enrichment work. So you have hopefully read all the stories from the week. You can either reread any of those stories, or if there's something you haven't gotten to yet, you can do that now. You have Sue's Surprise, the paper reader. You have the 2 stories in the decodable reader. There was 3 shrimp and a thrilling dance. Okay, you had A Spring Birthday in the Reading Writing Workshop book. You had Lissy's Friends in the Literature Anthology, as well as the Making Paper Shapes Origami reading in the Literature Anthology. You also have your leveled reader for the week. Any of those you can go back and reread. You also have, if you'd like, in the Your Turn workbook, pages 317 and 318. So page 317 is about directions. Directions are a list of steps, a list of steps that tell how to make or do something. So we've practiced writing directions for other people, right? First you do this, then you do this, next you do this, last you do this. So we've practiced that a lot. So you are going to read the directions and answer the questions, okay? And you could even do this. You could make your own watering can. So you can look at the things you will need, you can look at the steps, and then answer the questions below. On the back side, you have the draft model. So the draft model this week is you are going to read and answer the questions as always. And the draft model says, we eat cake and ice cream on my birthday. Then I open presents and play games with my friends. Presents are great, but I like the party best of all. Okay, you notice that there are a few sentences. There's a comma in there as well, like we worked on the other day. So question number 1 says, what is the topic of the writing? Do you know? What is the topic of this writing? The topic is, the author is telling about a birthday party, right? So that is the topic. What type of sentence is used in the writing? All of the sentences are the same type of sentence. What are they? They're all statements. They all end in a period. So question 3 is, can you add a question or exclamation so there are different types of sentences in the writing? Do you think you could do that? So maybe you could ask a question of, what's your favorite part of a birthday party? Or what kind of cake do you like? Okay. Or how old do you think I am? Okay. So you could add a question. You could make an exclamation. You could say, this was the best birthday ever. Okay. You could, or this is, because it's all in present tense. You could write another exclamation. Anything that's exciting, you could put in there, as long as you have an exclamation point at the end, or exclamation mark, whatever you want to say. Yippee! Anything like that, you could add in to put a little bit of your own voice in there and to put in some variety in the sentences. Okay? So that is your reading work for the day and a little bit of comprehension work. You can also do a free write if you want, or continue working on writing letters. And for math today, you have the chapter review / test. So this is a good one, just some extra practice. It's figuring out, again, some addition. Some of them are regrouping, some of them are not. And on the back side, subtraction. Some of it is with regrouping and some of it is not. This is page 183 to 184. Okay. If you're not ready for that and you're still working on other things from this week, don't worry about it, but just try your best to get to that. I want to come back to the thinking cap question from the textbook that I was showing you yesterday. Okay, this is where I left off yesterday. And this is kind of a tricky one, so I wanted to come back to it, give you a little bit more help. So if you didn't get a chance to try it yesterday, you have these 3 circles on this side and 3 circles on this side. Well, this is the same circle, but this plus this has to equal this. This plus this has to equal this. And you are using these numbers at the top. So we've already figured out one. 14 plus 25 equals 39. Ta-da! We did that math already. Now we need to do the other side. So I have used 14, 25, and 39. So I have 49 and 74 left. So do you think we would do 14 plus 74? Do you think that would make 49? So 74 is the biggest number. So I'm going to assume that's going to need to be the whole. So I'm going to see if 14 plus 49 will make 74. Because 74 is the biggest number. Let's see if that's true. I'm going to erase the 74 and actually try the math. Don't just put it in and guess, right? So 49 is going to have to be the other part. So 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or you could split 4 up into 3 and 1. 1 and 9 make a 10. 10 and 3 make 13. So 1 10, 3 ones is 13. Then you have 1 10 plus 1 10 plus 4 tens. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. 63. Uh-oh. That did not make 74. So something is not right here. Do you know what we could fix to help ourselves here? There are a couple of steps you could do. You could check and see if anything else could make sense on this side. You could check all the addition of these numbers to see what you can come up with. What else could we do? So I kind of showed you some of this yesterday. I started with the biggest number and subtracted. So 74 minus. So if we still want to see if we can find a way to make 74 and 49 work here, we could do that. So 74 is the biggest number. Minus, let's try minus 49 because that's the number we have left. Let's see if that works. So 4 minus 9, can I do that? So I need to regroup. I need to trade a 10 for 10 ones. So instead of 7 tens, I'm going to have 6 tens, and I will have 14 ones. 14 minus 9. So there are a couple ways you can figure this out. You could split 9 up into 4 and 5. 14 minus 4 brings us to 10. Minus 5 more brings us to 5. Or 14 minus 9 is close to 14 minus 10. So 14 minus 10 would be 4, but we're taking 1 fewer away, so we go back up 1. We get to 5. Or you can count back until you get to 9. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. I counted back 5, so 14 minus 9 is 5. Or you can count back 9. Any way you slice it, it's 5. Now 6 tens minus 4 tens is 2 tens. Oh, that's one of our numbers, but I already have it over here. So, is there any way that I could make both of these number sentences work? So I know that 25 plus 49 makes 74, because that's going back here, right? Checking your work, going back. It would be part plus part equals whole instead of whole minus part equals part. I also know that 14 plus 25 equals 39. So is there any way I could make both of those number sentences work? I'm going to give you a second to think about it. Pause if you need. Work it out. What do you notice about both number sentences? They both have the number 25 in them. 25, 25. So if they both have 25, they share it. 25 could go in the top spot because we're going to need to use it for both number sentences, right? So 25 plus 14 equals 39. 25 plus 49 equals 74. Ding, 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 we did it. I wanted to walk you all the way through that one. Hopefully you got some time to practice and work through it yesterday. If you didn't solve it yesterday, now you see how you can work through it. If you want to try your own numbers in those spots, you can do that. But remember, the thinking cap is a challenge. It's supposed to be hard. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to not get it right on the first try or second try. It's okay to not get it right at all. As I was talking with a student today, we talked about a couple of ways to think of the word fail. So if you don't get it right on the first try, you might see it as a fail. But if you spell out fail, F-A-I-L, you could use that to make an acronym. First attempt in learning. I didn't make that up, but I don't know who said it, so I'm not taking credit. But F, first, A, attempt, I, in, L, learning. So think of your fail as your first attempt in learning, or something I saw in a movie. It said a fail is just pre-success, right? So it's just your first try, second try, third try. You're on your way. Don't worry about it. Keep trying. And speaking of trying, let's try a new PE challenge. Go for it. Okay, kiddos, here's our PE challenge of the day. Today we have 10 tuck jumps. Have you ever done a tuck jump? You know what a jump is, but a tuck means that you bring your knees up towards your chest. Okay, so a tuck jump looks like this. Okay, you could hit your knees as they come up, or you can just keep your arms up and bring them up. So we're going to try 10. You can take your time with them, or you can keep jumping to do them in a row. Okay, so let's do it. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, that was tough. How'd you do? I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a tough one, but as you know, you get better the more you practice them. Have fun with them. Have a great weekend and happy learning.